What is going on, guys? This is Mykal Williams from Cartoon Universe, and today I want to talk about filler. Filler? That reminds me of anime. You know what that means, that you should pick up Loot Anime. Loot Anime is a monthly subscription service where you get a box full of anime weeb trash goodies. Last month's theme was food. See? Look at it. Food. Yum. And this month's theme is Blade. Just follow the link, lootcrate.com/cartoonuniverse, and use the coupon code, Cartoon Universe, and you can get 10% off. This is a Steven Universe video, and I know anime fans love them some Steven Universe. I can smell the ramen in the comments. You can't hide from me. So go use that link and get you some anime loot now. Anyways, hi guys. Let's talk about Steven Universe and filler. Saying filler anywhere near the same sentence as Steven Universe usually causes a lot of triggering. More than it should. But why is this? Well, in Steven Universe's case, it's for a couple of reasons. For starters, the term usually has a negative association. This is due to people usually complaining about their shows having too much filler, typically referring to anime. A certain orange-wearing ninja comes to mind. This is also because the people who are creatively involved with Steven Universe have apparently stated that Steven Universe has no filler. The explanation for this is because we always learn something about a character, or a character grows in some way in every episode where the main story isn't a driving force, thus making it not filler. But even though I'm not usually one to disagree with the creator or creators of a show on their stance on their own show, but hey, M. Night Shyamalan still thinks The Last Airbender was a good movie, so, you know, I'm gonna have to do it. And before you angry folks in the comment section get all salty, let me state right now, I do not think filler is inherently a bad thing. I really don't, and this is the thing that bothers me the most. Whenever someone in the Steven Universe community says an episode is filler, whether it be us, Vox, Sky, or whoever, there's usually a backlash as if we're trash talking the show. But we're not. We're simply claiming that a particular episode felt fillery. But that's okay. An episode can be filler and still be really good. Sometimes they can even be better than a story-driven episode. So let's just throw that out of the window. So when I say Steven Universe has filler, I'm not insulting it. Okay, now, why do I disagree with Ian Jones-Courtley's statement that no Steven Universe episode is filler? Well, he's right. We do learn something about a character in each episode. But we don't always learn something about a main character. And to me, that's the big difference. Don't get me wrong, I love the Beach City citizens. They're all likable and really fleshed out. It feels like a legitimate town, and of course that's thanks to, excuse my French, the filler episodes. But let's be honest, how much are they really affecting the story? Largely, not at all. See, for me, an episode not being about the main story doesn't necessarily write it off as filler. If it has a big focus on one of the main characters' development, or if we as the audience learn some backstory about that character, then I personally would not count that as filler, because it's relevant to a main character's arc or history. But when we have episodes like Future Boy Zoltron, where we get no information about any of the main characters, and no relevant main story tie-ins, and we only get some backstory on a side character, in this case Mr. Smiley, then yeah, I'm sorry, but that's definitely filler. It has no bearing on the plot, and it has no true bearing on the main characters. Again, I like the episode. In fact, when looked at objectively, there really are no poorly written episodes of Steven Universe. They're all done with a lot of care one way or another, and it clearly shows. But if an episode is focusing on the cool kids, or Fryman, or Onion, and the like, who, by the way, is probably my favorite character, then it's really not necessary, technically speaking. However, it does serve the purpose of fleshing out the environment of Steven and the Gems, even if only slightly. It brings life to Steven's home and his life outside of being a magical boy with the weight of the world, or multiple worlds, on his shoulders. But let's be real here. We really could have done without learning about Kiki and her stressful work life due to her sister. Fun episode, but didn't really solve anything. If the episode doesn't focus on Steven, Greg, Connie, Lion, Amethyst, Garnet, Ruby, Sapphire, Lapis, Peridot, Rose, or Homeworld at large, then I personally would file that episode under filler. Not sure what else you would call it. Last One Out of Beach City is a great example of an episode that focuses on a main character without having much, if anything, to do with the plot. This episode is not only one of my all-time favorites, but it is a monumental moment for Pearl's development as a character. It shows that she's finally deciding to move on from Rose. It showed us that she has a bad side given that she's a rebel to her entire home planet, and we meet who could potentially become an important character for Pearl. So yeah, Last One Out of Beach City may not have anything to do with Homeworld or anything lore driven, but it is a vital episode to watch to have a true grasp of Pearl's current state as a character and the growth she's encountered throughout the series. So at the end of the day, people are probably still going to get pissed if you say Steven Universe has filler, and people are probably still going to define filler in their own ways. But this is just how I see it, and clearly I don't have a big problem with it. I'm only part of a YouTube channel that is 90% Steven Universe. If I had a problem with it, I wouldn't even be here. But that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. What do you define as filler? Make sure you follow us on Twitter, and as always, big shout out to all of our awesome Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much. If you want some cool rewards and want to help us make even higher quality content, check out our Patreon in the description or at the end of the video. But anyways, guys, I've been Mykal Williams. You've been watching Cartoon Universe, and we will see you in the next video. Peace.